Welcome back, everyone, here to Brags Talk. Today, got a very special video for you guys. We are going to be going over some Yankees offseason trade targets for you guys. We got 5 players, going to be going back and forth and give you guys some trade targets on who the Yankees should maybe go after this offseason or maybe should be interested in. So, Christian, who do you got?
First guy is Brian Reynolds. Now, I'll start off by saying the Pirates have gotten ripped off quite a few times in trades, not just with the Yankees. I mean, we had Clay Holmes, but in general, they have given away some really good players and gotten literally
The Rays and the Pirates steal.
literally nothing returned. So I imagine the Pirates are going to be a little hesitant, and they have said they're not. I don't know if they said they're not looking to trade Brian Reynolds, but they said Brian Reynolds requested a trade, and they said that's not going to affect our plans at all. So they're definitely looking to extend him. They want him to be part of the team for a while. But Brian Reynolds, if he sees that this team doesn't really have a direction and that they're not going to win for a long time, then he's probably not going to take an extension, especially if we're not giving him as much money as he thinks he's worth. So if they can't get an extension done, they're probably gonna look to trade him either in the offseason or at the trade deadline because he has a lot of value right now. He did an OPS of 807 last year, and that was basically like a down year for him. He's a career OPS of 842. I don't really know how to evaluate his defense. He was in the 6th percentile and outs above average in 2022, which is awful, but then the 98th percentile and outs above average in 2021. So defensive metrics, they still have a long way to go. He seems like a solid defender, and he would probably be playing left field for us, for the Yankees. Yep. And we would have control of him for 3 years. So it makes a lot of sense. He's probably going to cost either 2 of Volpe, Dominguez, and Peraza, 2 of those guys. So it's going to be a big price, kind of a wild card.
Definitely going to be a big price. I think, if some things go the Yankees' way on the Pirates' end, if they can't come to an agreement, and the Yankees give them a really good offer, Brian Reynolds would be the most perfect fit. And, I mean, he would just be awesome to have top of that lineup, left field, and the Yankees would be really, really dangerous. And they already are. But if you're bringing a Brian Reynolds, definitely get excited about that. I got 2 guys right here, both from the Arizona Diamondbacks. I'm sure you've heard their name a little bit. Let's start off with Jake McCarthy, left fielder for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Bats left, throws left. He's 25 years old. In 2022, he batted .283, 8 home runs, 43 RBIs, stole 23 bases, and had an OPS of .769 and 320 at-bats. He's definitely solid. He's a really speedy guy, kind of contact guy, speed contact guy, lefty bat to slide into that order, balance out the lineup a bit, and you put him at the top of the order, or you could bat him at the bottom of the order. Definitely a lot of versatility where you want to put him in the lineup, but I think he'd definitely be a solid fit because he is checking a lot of the boxes off for what the Yankees are looking for in left field. And he does have 3 years of control, and he's an unrestricted free agent in 2026. So you would have to give up a little bit to get this guy. Nothing crazy, but he's definitely a young, talented player. The Diamondbacks will not just give him away. The next guy from the Arizona Diamondbacks is Dalton Varsho. Now, he plays right field, but you could move him over to left. Now, he actually he's very interesting. He plays catcher and the outfield, which is definitely a really interesting combo. If he went to the Yankees, though, he would just be a left fielder, in my opinion. Yankees are loaded at catcher. I would be shocked if they let him play catcher, but just focus on one position. And I think that could be really beneficial. He batted .235, 27 home runs, 74 RBIs, stole 16 bases, and had a .745 OPS and 531 at-bats. He's definitely really solid, has a lot of power. You slide him into Yankee Stadium with that short porch, him having a lefty bat, it could certainly get pretty interesting and add another power threat to the Yankees' very powerful lineup. And I think he'd also be a very good fit. And same thing as McCarthy, as 3 years of control, unrestricted free agent in 2026. So you would have to give up a little bit, but certainly be a good fit in my opinion.
I like the idea. Next up, we have Max Kepler. Now, I'll say all the bad things about him first, and then I'll tell you guys why I kind of like it. So his best season came in 2019. He had an OPS of 855, and ever since then, he's been on the downhill trend. His OPS has gone down about 50 points each season, and in 2022, it was at 666. So not a great number for multiple reasons. And he's played no more than 125 games the past 2 seasons. However, all of that means his price is only going to be cheaper. And the upside with him is he is one of the best defensive left fielders in baseball. And I'm sure Yankee fans have heard that before with Joey Gallo. Look, this guy's not going to be Joey Gallo. He's making, I believe it's $8 million in 2023. Then 2024, he's going to be making $10 million, but he has a club option, and it's a $1 million buyout for the Yankees if they were to get him. So worst case scenario, he's not that great. You're paying $8 million for a guy in 2023, and he doesn't produce, and Oswaldo Cabrera takes over. However, this guy has a lot of underlying metrics that really favor him. He's in the 88th percentile in strikeout percentage, the 93rd percentile in max exit velocity. He has a great eye. He works a lot of walks. He's relatively fast. He doesn't chase out of the zone. Like, all this guy's numbers are very good. He just hasn't put it together. So I don't hate the idea of throwing lefty Max Kepler out there in left field, seeing what he could do.
Final guy we got is Gregory Soto, relief pitcher for the Detroit Tigers. Throws very, very hard. In 64 games last year, he's 2-11, 3.28 ERA in 60.1 innings pitched, and struck out 60 batters. He is a really, really solid pitcher, hard-throwing lefty, and he would be absolutely perfect for the Yankees bullpen, in my opinion. Coming out there, hard-throwing lefty, and then you'd have lefty Wandy Peralta, who, utilizes his changeup and more on the, not softer end, but doesn't throw as hard. And then you have Gregory Soto, who throws like 100. So you would have two very different looks with both your lefty relievers. And I think it would really balance out that bullpen, and it would be, I think, a really, really good fit and make that Yankees bullpen even scarier.